Hey guys, Brian Parsons here with the Parsons Real Estate team over at Keller Williams. I got a special guest with me today. Well, not with me, but on this call. His name is Mark Lim. He is one of the owners of Lollaland. Not only is he a friend, he's a client, he's a great father, decent poker player, but all around good guy. So, hey Mark, how you doing, bud?
Hey Brian, how's it going? Thanks for having me on.
Hey, thanks for being here. So you and I started to have a conversation the other day, and I thought it'd be fun just to kind of record it. What I'm trying to find out is how businesses are changing, and how is that going to affect the real estate market, coming from commercial spaces might open up to people wanting to work from home and getting ADUs. So how's your business been? First off, how are you and Hannah and the kids doing? You guys staying healthy?
We're doing great. I mean, we're very lucky during this stay-at-home order. I always say to Hannah that we hit jackpot because our kids are at that right age where we're still fun to hang out with. They want to play video games, but they're independent and old enough to just kind of go on a bike ride and kind of be on their own. So trying to balance it out. We're very fortunate to be just, a good, happy unit so far. Check in with me in about a few weeks, so who knows?
Yeah, exactly. After the insanity. Hey, by the way, tell me about your company. I know, but my people following don't know.
Yeah, so we started our company on a sippy cup that was made in the USA. You can see some images behind me. And my wife had an idea for our first daughter, and it just kind of went kind of crazy from there. We've been featured on the hit show Shark Tank. We got picked up Mark Cuban and Robert Herjavec as investors. And so just trying to take this thing worldwide. We'll see about that.
So that's why I'm actually recording in my son's room, because I am on the most comfortable play mat ever. We got one in each kid's room, so I had to at least showcase your products. I love it so much. So Mark, how's it been working from home? Things changing?
Absolutely. I mean, we had a huge kind of base of retailers that we used to ship to, and you can imagine our orders went pretty much down to zero, at least in the independent specialty retail space. Our biggest store is Bye Bye Baby, which is a Bed Bath and Beyond company, and they're still seems to be open because they're an essential company. But as far as our gift boutiques and small baby stores, the orders are non-existent, and so you're going to see a huge shift. And it should be interesting when things open up if they are going to be able to recover.
Wow. So your business has pretty much had to change it's the whole strategy and plan. So what are you guys going to do? More online, or what are you guys looking at?
I mean, I think the initial reaction is to say, yeah, we got to go online, we got to figure it out. But the hard part is online, if you can imagine going into a Costco where there's only sippy cups, right? And so you would get completely lost, and who is paying top dollar for that kind of premier space right up by the door? And so it should be interesting. Thankfully, we have some branding to rely on, some market acceptance, but how long that's going to last is really worrying us because as people start to shift to online purchasing, the manufacturers like us are saying, well, now we have to pay top dollar to get seen. And so you you have an interesting situation where how many people will be standing after this? There probably be a huge contraction in brands.
Yeah, I think it'd be really interesting to see how things change and businesses adapt or don't adapt. Because if you don't adapt, you're probably not going to make it. So it looks like you're working from the office. Have you been working from home at all?
Yeah, we really shut it down for a few weeks, just to kind of be safe and not to take any chances. We At the time only I had access to the office, and so we told our staff to stay home, don't come in. And we did have some orders that we had to ship, so just by the nature of trying to drop off things at UPS and USPS for those that needed their product, I was coming in personally to do that. I'm coming in a little bit more as kind of time is showing that California did a great job, at least with kind of subduing the spread. But we're also really ready to just shut it down again at any given point. So if that makes sense, then we're trying to make it so that it's not needed for someone to be here every day. But it's impossible to not come at certain points just to ship.
So I know you've probably had to make some big changes in your business to make sure you guys are able to still ship and run a business. What do you think you're going to take from those changes into, I guess, the new world of business once we're out of this on the other side?
Well, we were at an unprecedented time for speed, right? So people were like, give me now. Like when I order it on Amazon to steal from Ronnie Chang, that comedic bit on Netflix, like Amazon now, like put it in my hand, like in the first next hour that I order it. And that's kind of what was happening before this. And then when supply got kind of constricted and people got used to the fact that maybe I can't get it right away, it gives people like us a little bit more breathing room to say, now I don't have to pay for the infrastructure to compete with Amazon per se and get it in people's hands right away. But how can we service our client in even a more meaningful way than just a random box showing up at the door? And how can we build an experience so that they're happy and they feel good about their purchase? We're trying to think outside the box, but it should be interesting in the next year or so with everyone staying at home and everyone thinking about their ideas and having these new needs, which might be kind of our new reality for quite some time. We're also trying to think like, okay, how can we make mom and dad happy when they get their package for their little ones? Because they've got to be going a little bonkers now because they can't have any release and outlet. So the good part of being small is that we can be mobile. We can try new things all the time.
Awesome. Well, it sounds like you guys are adapting, and I know you guys make great products because I got a couple of the play mats. My kids eat off the plates and the cups and the everything. So thank you.
Yeah, no, I mean, the smile on the face is a mask for the amount of panic that's going on behind the scenes here. But I'll put on a smile for an interview and a good chat with my buddy. But I think there's a lot of reason that people are scrambling. So
there's a lot of people in your shoes, and I what I know is that we're all here to help each other, right? And we're gonna get through it. It's just gonna be a little bit different. Yeah, no, it's interesting. I think like on the residential side, we're gonna see more people starting to work from home, do more exercise at home. I've talked to restaurants and gym owners and a lot of people, and they all look like their models are going to change, either smaller spaces, not trying to have a whole lot of commercial space. So I can see that people but learning they can do things from home. So Mark, I appreciate your insight on what's going on. I know you're a small business. What can myself and my friends and family do to support you?
yeah, I mean, I think the biggest part is the awareness as you start to go back and spend money is who you're spending it with, right? So I always see these campaigns for shop small or work small, but you and we have a great relationship, and that's something that you want to build because we're a community. And so I would urge people to say, when you think about buying food, or when go to your Tony's Pizza, go to your local place that you've loved and kind of stuck by all these years. Because if you don't, they're in a world of hurt. So shop small, buy small, support your local community, because that's what makes it kind of go around, and they have money to spend back on you guys. So for sure, it's a great cycle.
Well, thanks for being here. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. Brian Parsons, 626-340-8050. Make sure you check out Lollaland. Mark, what's your website? Lollaland.com, I'm sure?
Yes, lollaland.com, LOLLALAND. Brian, you've been with me through 3-4 houses, 3-4 moves. We appreciate you and your family, and we look forward to our next step as a new homeowner, hopefully within the decade.
All right, bud. Hey, you take care, and we'll see you soon.